Hey, my name's Charlie Wallace. I'm from New Zealand and I run an online guitar instruction company called Guitar Mastery Method. About 8 or 9 months ago, I started working with Rohan and his team. I met Rohan and I just knew straight away the dude knows what he's talking about, and just seemed like a bit of a no-brainer to jump on board with his agency. And so, at the time I was running all my Facebook ads. I was starting to grow a team. Everything was going well. Seeing a positive ROI, but was having a bit of trouble scaling. And even though I felt confident in my Facebook ads, abilities, the reality of the situation is that I know for a fact that if I had stayed doing it myself, I wouldn't be where I am right now, where the company is right now. What it comes down to is the fact that Rohan and his team know what they're doing and they do it. So the thing is, they even, for instance, I felt like I knew what I needed to do and I didn't even have enough time to implement it. And it wasn't until I got his team on board that I realized how much time I didn't have, that I thought that I could still manage it. So the other thing is that they are constantly innovating. So constantly testing, constantly trying out new things. That's stuff that I didn't even have time for. And they're out there looking for the stuff that, it's what they do. So when I started working with Rohan and his team, my business was doing all right. But as I mentioned, we're having trouble scaling. Now we're $1 million business. And this happened really quickly. It was just the thing that I really love about it is that it's not like an agency kind of feel that I've ever experienced. It's like someone is on your team. They're in there every single day. They're in the trenches with you. They're wanting to make sure that you are getting the best bang for buck in your advertising, and they really care. And that for me was obviously an important factor. But just being able to hit him and his team up at any time, just like, hey, like if you got a problem, or if you've got an idea for a new ad, they're always there to help, always there to brainstorm. And the other side of it is just that the marketing knowledge just goes beyond, just for instance what they were helping me with. It just like just little comments here and there. It's just like, oh wow, like I've never thought of that. And like, also, as weird as it sounds, like, breaking through limiting beliefs that I had with my business, and really exploding the growth of the business. We actually have grown at 10 times. So from January of this year to now, in 1 year we've 10x the business. And when I say we, I really mean like myself and Rohan and his team, because it just wouldn't be possible without them. I can't really believe that I thought that I could do it myself, to be honest, because, if you're running a business, you need to get help from other people. And I firmly believe that, these guys are the people to do it. They've helped me tremendously. I can't thank them enough. And I got to say, if you're considering, even in the slightest, hiring Rohan and his team, I got to tell you, just do it. When I first went to jump on board, I was freaking out about the price. It's not that much really in the grand scheme of things, but like, it's like with any time I have to spend money with the business, I was like, I should say any time I did have to spend money with the business, because now we're making a lot more money. It's not so much of a worry, but like it was like a tough decision for me to make. And I thought, right, Richard Branson's quote, screw it, just do it. So I jumped on board, and man, like the growth that we've experienced. And it all just comes down to this just steady flow of leads coming in every single month. We don't even have a single month now where we don't do 100K. We're doing significantly more than that now. And so I just can't recommend them enough. So, I mean, if you're considering jumping on board, if you're shopping around, and I know a lot of these guys are out there, they're saying, I've got an advertising agency and I can do this and I can do that, and if they don't have a track record, then you got nothing to go by. these guys not only they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. You can see the stuff that Rohan's doing these days, and it's just absolutely great. Him and his team, just absolute rock stars. And I got to tell you, you got to get him on your side, because if you don't, one of your competitors will, and they're going to win, because these guys rock it. So I just wanted to, just record this video and just say, huge thanks to Rohan and your team. You guys absolutely rock, and my business would not be where it is right now without you guys. Keep up the great work. Cheers.